Welcome back to another episode of Trash Talk Podcast. You know what today is, JJ?
Today's Saturday.
Today is Saturday. I mean for the channel, in terms of history. You know, I'm going to give you a little hint. This is podcast number 104.
Well, some very simple math would suggest that we've been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 2 years.
But...
Hooray.
Let's see, what's the date? Does this actually add up?
Congratulations to ourselves for doing this for 2 years. Today's podcast is about preferences. Because special, I guess we are revealing some stuff about ourselves. What kind of preferences is this about, JJ?
Well, actually, in the first topic, it's not necessarily about preferences, except that it's generally going to be because we're asking questions and trying the other person to answer them for us in a... I'm not explaining this.
So, example, right? JJ, I'm just going to say something like favorite color. JJ is then going to guess what my answer to that would be, and I'm going to guess what JJ's to that would be.
I don't have to guess, I know it, because we literally mentioned that like 5 seconds before we started the podcast, yes. And your favorite color is in fact green.
That is correct. And the idea is just to see if you can answer the questions for the other person. And,
yes.
We all have a couple of them written down. Do you want to start with your first one?
Well, I believe you have 5, right?
I do have, I believe 5, yes.
I have 4, so sensibly you would start.
I can also go ahead and start, that's no problem. So...
Because then we can go alternatingly.
Alternatingly. Alright, the first one is a funny one. Which Hearthstone card would you or I most like as a pet?
So, the wording gets tough for those questions, I know. Yeah. I literally mostly wrote them in such a way that I can read them either way.
Yeah.
So, the actual question that I am supposed to answer now is what you would most like.
Yeah, what Hearthstone card would I most like as a pet?
We've discussed this before when we had the quizzes where we were getting to know each other.
Yeah.
And I back then said Amani Warbear, and you said that is not correct. You would I think you said you would probably pick a dragon. Or something like that.
Did I say that?
I'm pretty sure you said something.
I'd totally pick an Amani Warbear.
Okay, fair enough.
I think I said it last time with the reason that it is a bear with Russia and Tom. And if you had that in your backyard,
I know you really like Amani Warbears.
Oh man, Amani Warbears are real. Okay, let me think about yours though. I think you're a classical person. I think you're a Misha kind of person. I think Huffer might be a bit too charged up for you, but Misha seems just right. I think you're going the Misha way.
Oh, we're answering them both ways?
Yeah, we're answering both ways.
Fine.
Both ways, man.
I kind of shot myself in the foot there with some of those questions. Yeah. Anyways, from a liking the cards kind of standpoint, I could totally see that.
You might as well consider a snow flipper.
I was about to say if we're talking like actually in real life, I would probably pick something more manageable than a fucking grizzly bear.
Yeah. Well, maybe a shimmer fly. Maybe an alley cat.
Yeah, no. Like one of those that's an actual pet.
How about an unleashed hound?
I was about to say like a dog or a cat or something.
They seem pretty.
Then again, I'm allergic to both, so there's that.
Maybe a human.
My pet is gonna be Argent Crusader.
Yeah, exactly. My pet.
How about something like a fairy dragon or something?
A fairy dragon?
Like a small dragon.
Alright.
One that doesn't necessarily bite your head off.
Okay, so no like Malagos, Deathwing sort of stuff, but a small dragon.
Well, to be fair, those are also intelligent, meaning that it's a bit more questionable to hold them as pets.
But they're also insane/evil.
Not all of them.
But Malagos and Deathwing are.
Yeah, Malagos was driven insane, so was Deathwing. Ysera also was at a later point.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was something questionable about Nosdormu.
Probably.
I think Alexstrasza is fine.
Point is, you don't want an insane dragon as your pet. I'm gonna settle for my Rosh Todd bear. Thank you very much. Case closed.
That is indeed. So, yeah. Some of those questions were better if I didn't expect to have to answer them as well, but that's fine. What was your favorite gaming franchise growing up?
Growing up, favorite game. What kind of age range do we consider growing up? Until 18?
Sure. I wasn't necessarily exactly thinking up until 18, but like the younger years, let's say up to 16 or something like that. Some around there.
Tough. All right. Your favorite gamer franchise?
Definitely before we started the channel. Which,
yeah.
Hey, that's when we were 18.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna say it could be like the whole Mario stuff, but it could also be Pokemon.
It very much was Pokemon.
It's Pokemon, really.
As a matter of fact, there is a Pokemon game visible in my room right now.
Yeah, that's a fact. I've seen that quite a while. It's a Nintendo DS game.
That is not correct.
Is that not correct? It's a 3DS. It's
a 3DS
Pokemon
game.
Moon. Fair enough. For me then, what are you picking?
For you.
Yeah, for me.
Well, I know I'm maybe shot myself in the foot a little bit with the age range there, but I know you really liked the Madden games.
The Madden games.
And I'm just gonna go with that.
I'm also probably gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that for sure.
I
only started playing Madden around age 14 though.
Yeah.
So that's like age 14, 15 is when I started getting into Madden until I was like 18. So before that, I wasn't a hardcore gamer. It's really gonna be something like Pac-Man or something, or SpongeBob. I don't know.
I was about to say I feel like I remember you having owned a SpongeBob game on some kind of portable console. I believe.
For sure. I play SpongeBob games. I also played some Mario games, but I was never a hardcore gamer or about a specific franchise. So yeah, Madden would be the answer for that. For me, probably because I had the most Madden games and I played it for the most hours for sure.
Pokemon is the franchise probably where, like, for the longest time, I just kept getting excited when they announced a new game and actually buying it.
Oh, okay. No, that never happened.
Then since Pokemon Moon is still sitting around here.
Haven't you played that before?
I've barely played it at all,
so
which is why I'm not buying any more Pokemon games anymore.
Oh, you gotta finish it first. Fair enough.
No, just because I literally, like, the last 2 Pokemon games I bought, I haven't finished.
Okay, fair
It's
enough.
Like, why buy more?
Yeah,
I'm clearly somewhat over it.
Point. So, you get a 1-week trip to a geographical place of your choice, or I do. Where are we heading for a vacation? That by geographical place, I mean to say like, the inside of Fort Knox. No.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain.
No exploits.
I feel like I know your answer more than I know mine. I'm honestly not sure about mine right now. So what was it? It was
a week trip.
A week.
Geographical location.
Oh God,
Central Russia. Just kidding.
Okay, so I think...
How many different ones you got in mind?
I think I kind of have, like, a vague idea of where I'm going.
Yeah.
For you, I'm gonna say that you probably pick Hawaii.
Alright. That's correct. Yeah, I pick Hawaii.
And now you have to guess.
Can you give me a more precise one though? Which island? What city?
Oh, fuck's sake! I'm not sure if you know that.
I probably do know that, but
I don't know the main one.
The main one, the one with the capitals. Not the biggest one, but the central one. It's called Oahu. It has like a crater it's called, I think it's like, what's it called? Diamond Head or something, and it's pretty cool. There's like a little village within a crater.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. Like right by the coast too. For you though, 1 week. I'm gonna say you're not gonna go anywhere that's like super hot, but also not anywhere that's super cold, because you're not about that kind of life.
I mean, it's a fair assumption, yeah.
So like for vacation, maybe just some kind of big city, because you don't have to live there. So just for visiting, it might be fine. I'm just gonna give you New York or Philly sort of thing.
See, I think you kind of threw yourself off a bit too much with the weather there, but I was actually...
Miami, maybe?
I was thinking more like like LA, maybe Vegas, although Vegas is a bit questionable.
Vegas is a good...
But, I mean, to be fair, if you're taking a 1 week trip to one of them, you might as well take a day to go to the other.
Yeah.
They're really close by one another.
Yeah, it's a bit of a drive, but it's, yeah.
A city somewhere like that area, probably. Like a larger city, yeah.
So probably coast or Vegas. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go with Hawaii, but I do not mind the West Coast nor do my days.
And maybe not like right in the middle of summer because again the weather. But
yeah, it's the desert after all.
Probably like like spring or something or allergies. Maybe fall. Like sometime where it's like manageable.
Everything's manageable.
So next question. How many consoles, like gaming consoles, do I own? And there is technically two ways, I'm going to say it right away, to approach this question. There's some people consider handhelds to also be consoles, some don't.
We'll just say like...
You can give me either number if you like.
So we do not count PC, I'm assuming?
No.
How many gaming consoles do you own?
No, like PC or tablets or phones. It's literally
specifically just for gaming.
Yeah. Systems that are primarily designed for gaming. I have to say primarily because most of those these days do have like DVD functionality and internet browsers and what have you.
4.
Just consoles or also including handhelds? Like which number are you shooting for?
Handhelds, you mean like Nintendo DS would be a handheld.
Exactly.
I'll say...
I mean, it's very self-explanatory.
I'll say all of them. All of them are like 4 or 5. Sort of range.
All of them together would in fact be 4.
Alright, pretty good. I know you got a Nintendo DS?
Yes.
You might have a Wii?
Yes.
Do you have a Switch?
No.
You got...
I've considered it, but I've considered exactly how much on the last two mentioned basically I've played lately, and I was like,
you gotta
buy a Switch, play it twice, have it sit in the corner. That's a great investment.
You got a 3DS?
Yes.
And you got one more thing then.
Yes.
Is it like an old school thing, like a Game Boy?
Yeah, Game Boy Color.
Not even a PlayStation.
I've got a Game Boy Color. Every single console I own is produced by Nintendo. Wow. And that actually has a reason. Well, at least to some degree.
What's that reason?
Because most of the games that are produced for the other consoles are playable on PC.
Okay.
Nintendo is like the one brand that like primarily has exclusives.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So I also have to guess for you.
Yeah. How many consoles I own? Let me have a thought. Okay, yeah, I'm good.
I'm just gonna say overall, not sure if you still have all of them, but I'm gonna say 3. Probably 2 different PlayStations and 1 handheld.
I'm pretty sure
which I believe is a DS.
I'm pretty sure I have 1. I'm pretty sure I have a PS4, which I'm in the process of selling, and that's
yeah. But I said I'm not sure. Like, but you've had a PS3 before, I believe.
I've had a I had a PS2 before, I had a PS3 before, and I had a PS4. But I got rid of those. I don't have those anymore.
Fair enough. And I believe you also had a DS.
I had a DS, but I haven't had it in a while. So I'm pretty sure the PS4 is the only one I still have.
Okay, fair enough. Still have, yeah. I honestly, I've never actually sold a console before.
If we're talking all time, then I've definitely had 3 PlayStations. I've had the DS. I might have had like smaller Game Boys or something back in the day that I don't really remember. But
so you're saying in your lifetime you've owned more gaming consoles than I have?
Maybe. I don't know. Just the PlayStation series.
I feel like knowing the two of us, it sounds like a surprising fact.
That's true. Yeah.
But then again, I've for a long time had a better PC than you, I believe. So that
for most of them, I didn't even have a PC. I would just have like a laptop to computer stuff.
I mean, yes, I mean, a laptop is a personal computer.
Yeah, and I'd have for gaming, I'd have the PlayStation. I have the PS4 because I just play Madden. Like Madden only started being available for PC, I believe, like last year.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. That's of course a bit different for me, where again, like most of the games that I played were available on PC or on Nintendo consoles. Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. Let me pick up my list real quick. See what we got next. I thought you had way more consoles, by the way. Favorite Billy Joel song of all time so far. There's a lot of good Billy Joel songs, my dude.
There is a lot of good Billy Joel songs. Man!
You also got to make up your mind on the spot on yours.
I know!
Tough, right? There's a lot of good ones. It's really hard. I'm gonna let you think for a while.
I think I know what my answer is. Now the question is, what is yours? Oh boy. For you, it's... Oh, wait.
William is pretty darn good. Been putting some work in lately, too.
Is it Leningrad for you?
Yeah, it's probably Lenin. It's still Leningrad. It's just too strong. But some of the new stuff, man. Oof. Not newly produced, but newly discovered by me. Ooh. Good stuff.
There's very few bands that we get newly produced songs from. As a matter of fact, right now there's 2.
Sabaton and Volbeat.
Yeah.
That's true.
And they're both putting out albums this year, and they're both looking okay, yeah.
Sabaton so far.
Oh god. They've only released 2 songs so far, right?
Sabaton?
Yeah, from the
And they're both good.
And they're both great,
They're both really good.
As a matter of fact, Fields of Verdun might be probably one of my top 3 favorite Sabaton songs.
Yeah, we'll have to update some lists when those albums are out. Well, your favorite Billy Joel song of all time? It might be too cliche to say we didn't start the fire, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Piano Man.
Piano Man?
Yeah.
Ooh. Piano Man.
Although probably we didn't start the fire as a close second, so it's not like you were way off. But
those are both rather on the bottom of the list for me at this point.
I mean, those are both very cliche popular Billy Joel songs. I'm not saying
I like Vienna a lot. I like Goodnight Saigon is great. The song, not the city. I've never been to the city. The city might be nice.
I've never been either. I'm just gonna assume it's horrible.
Word has it's a nice city, dude. I don't doubt it's a really nice city. Why do you assume it's horrible? Vienna, that's a pretty historical city. It's like Prague or something. It's cities I definitely want to visit. But it's a nice song. So what's the next one?
Okay, this one is a very simple one, but I honestly don't know if you know the answer to this one. T-shirt size.
T-shirt size? For you, I can see you probably wear a large. Even though a medium would fit you probably best, you probably wear a large.
Primarily I wear a large. I still have a few medium shirts, but yeah. I mean, this still kind of shows my form a little bit, and it's a large, so there's that. Extra large for you, I believe, right?
Depends. For regular T-shirts, if I want them to be kind of comfortable, to be working out, and then extra large. For NFL jerseys or sports jerseys in general, it's always large because they tend to be a bit bigger anyway.
Well, yeah, but I specifically said T-shirt size, so the jerseys. Actually, you know this probably better than I do. The a question I've actually thought about before. This isn't related to the answer for me or anything. Are those sizes like the letter-based ones? Are those international, or do they differ by country?
I'm pretty sure those are international. I'm pretty sure they are.
Okay, because I wouldn't have been surprised if you know how fat Americans are if they had
come on,
if you had to translate everything to one size.
No.
I mean, no offense, I'm just reciting stereotypes.
I'm pretty sure
I should have probably considered that previously.
I've ordered plenty of stuff from both of Europe and America.
Fair enough. Because you know how the majority of our audience is from the States.
Yes. If we had to pick, we don't hate it. We don't hate it.
No.
By the way, we're just making fun of everyone, including you. But that's all right. If you had to pick,
we primarily make fun of ourselves.
Yes. If you had to pick a famous company / famous boss to work for.
A famous company to work for.
For example, you could say Bill Gates.
Wait a second. So. Would I...
a guy you want to work with.
I was about to say, is it related to wanting to work with the boss of the company, or is it the overall work environment of the company?
If you pick Bill Gates, you're not going to be the lowest dude, putting phones together or something, or pieces together. You're going to be working under the guy, but in an important role, in a decent role. A guy who you want to work with. And TrashcanTV and ourselves does not count, by the way.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a really... Because it's always hard to,
for example, back in the day, it would have easily been, Nikola Tesla, right? That sort of... Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I find the guy fascinating, don't get me wrong. But I also know he's crazy, which probably doesn't really...
Not a businessman, but yeah. Who you choosing?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait, I need to answer that for you, right?
Yeah, but I need to answer it for you, which is not easy. And I need to answer it for myself so I can confirm or deny your answer, which is even harder.
Correct. I know my answer, so you can answer.
Well, I figured that's why
you have to guess mine. Yeah.
Because I know all of my answers to the questions I asked, which is how I expect this. Anyways,
if you can't come up with it at all, you can just try and figure mine out. I have a pretty good idea there. Yeah, Mom. I got one.
I'm just gonna assume it's probably Jeff Bezos for you. I'm not sure.
Jeff Bezos?
He seems like he has his business figured out.
What? Jeff Bezos is a bad word, man. What the fuck? Amazon is terrible. How is that a company you could stand for? No, Jeff Bezos is terrible.
I mean, they constantly find new ways to make money.
Yeah, no, not Jeff Bezos.
You're all about making money, so you know.
I'm not about exploiting people. I'm about come on. No. Not Jeff Bezos. I do not think highly of Jeff Bezos at all. No, it's you want me to reveal?
Sure.
It's Elon Musk.
Really?
I like the guy, man. I think Elon Musk will be looked upon as a lot really ahead of his time in the future at this point.
Yeah, that might be true.
I think Elon Musk is one of the best people.
Honestly, if I had to pick that for myself, I would probably have to do some research first.
I really like the guy. He's great.
I probably couldn't name someone off the top who I'd be like, definitely that guy.
Tim Cook. No, not Tim Cook. Yeah, Jeff Bezos. No, I'll take Elon Musk. What's your next one?
My next and already last one. This is a simple one. It might have come up before. I'm pretty sure it's come up before, but I'm just testing you here. Favorite number?
Your favorite number might just be 42, but are we just talking like small numbers, like a integer? Or
we're just talking numbers.
Generally, favorite numbers. I'll just say 42.
See, this is the one question I know for a fact I've asked you before, and that you've gotten wrong before.
All right.
I would have expected you to maybe remember this. It's
8?
I.
Oh, you're such a... You're a pretentious asshole as well.
You said that last time as well!
You just you just asked the question to just then be able to say that you know what I is.
But no, it's legitimately... I like complex numbers, I like imaginary numbers. Complex numbers mostly. I like the entire concept. I've resonated with that the first time I've learned about it.
Resonated.
And,
fair enough. What's my favorite number?
You know it's come up before because in the same context as I feel like last time I said 49 and you said not really. There was something.
The answer is either way still not really. I don't really have a favorite number.
Yeah, there was
49 is cool, 42 is cool, the 3435 is cool.
Oh yeah, that was one that I was
that one's kind of right. 22 is cool. 72 is cool. I have a lot of 97. I have a lot of cool numbers. Yeah, so the last one
cool as mine.
No, much cooler. The last one is just a simple yes or no question. If you had the money, the means, the time to do so, would I purchase a boat? Am I a boat kind of person? No, a yacht. Just have a cruiser. Just am I living the sea life sort of thing?
I'm gonna guess that the answer for you is yes.
The answer is yes. How did you guess that?
Well, because you're always on about Hawaii.
Oh man.
Which is a bunch of islands. Yeah. And transportation, living on an island to begin with is probably a lot easier if you have your own boat.
I'd much rather have a nice house and a nice boat than a fantastic house.
Fair enough.
For you, I'm just gonna say no because you don't like adventure and fun.
Yeah, that's correct.
You categorically are opposed to fun and adventurous things.
Well, I mean, I'm not necessarily opposed to fun, but I
kind of are.
I am actually kind of opposed to adventure in a degree because because it literally just means danger.
It's not literally just meaning danger.
No, it's
not true.
It's just you're putting yourself in dangerous situations hoping to have fun.
A fun park can also be adventurous. No.
Thanks for telling me you want to go to the Fungeon.
What's a Fungeon?
It's from the Swords comic. It's a pun.
It's a fun dungeon.
There's a clown standing in front of it advertising the Fungeon, and the twist is that it's actually all full of like living fungi. Well, living as intelligent. Okay. They lay there to kill you.
That sounds dubious. Fair enough. No, fun and adventure is great, and I want a boat at some point. If I have the money, I'll buy a boat.
I'm honestly I'm more of a private jet kind of guy, you know?
Private jet? I'd much rather have a private yacht than a jet.
No, I'd rather have a jet.
Much rather boat than airplane. No. Boat for sure. Much more relaxed, much cooler. That's some preferences. We'll have more in the second topic, but they're looking forward to that one. We have a halftime show lined up.
We
And
do have a halftime show lined up.
And we got quizzes again. We got letter quizzes. We'll do a J, K, and L, number 2 of each, and see if we can win some of them. So far, we've been looking kind of bleak.
Well, I mean, last time we did really well.
All right, but last time we missed.
Weren't we like one point off of the of getting everything?
That was terrible. So let's make that happen at some point. J. The land of the rising sun is
Japan.
Japan. A tentacled sea creature. That would be a jellyfish.
Oh. I was way too much thinking about octopi there.
Octopi. Octopodes. Obi-Wan or Yoda, for example.
They're Jedi, and it's real religion.
Yep. Spanish version of John.
Is it Juan?
Yeah, it's Juan Cena. Two-faced Roman god.
That is, wait. What is, oh god, is it Janus?
Yeah. He lost weight by eating at Subway.
Wait a second. Are we talking about the former Subway spokesperson?
I love it.
Slash,
He showed up in South Park, the fractured but whole, dude.
It's Jared.
From Subway.
The Subway spokesperson, yeah.
Stern police inspector of Les Miserables.
I'm not cultured.
What's his name? Man.
So his friend's probably like Jean-Claude or Jean-Paul or something.
Javert?
Javert, like
Javert.
that? Javert.
Yes. Second most common last name in the United States.
Johnson?
I know it, yes, Johnson. It's either Johnson or Jones, but I know that Jones is the most popular one. Popular Mexican pepper. Jalapeno, yes.
Like that? No.
No I. Very uncultured.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Because it's the yeah.
Exactly. Terrible. So uncultured. Large.
Well, do I even have the means to type it on my fucking keyboard?
You could just type the N. Probably you do, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I do. Yeah.
So it turns out that JJ accidentally stopped the recording when he tried to do the jalapeno N.
Yeah, so you know how I intentionally picked a very obscure and random key combination to stop the recording that no one is ever going to press randomly?
Well, he pressed it randomly.
Well, yes.
And we played the entire J quiz before we noticed it, and I can give you the results, and I'm going to be honest about it. We missed 2 of them. We missed the Game of Thrones character, the most hated Game of Thrones character, and we missed the biblical temptress or feminist blog. So both of those we did not know.
Both of those I've heard of before, but could not have...
JJ hilariously misspelled Jacqueline Kennedy, though. That was a highlight.
I didn't know it was French. I'm pretty sure there is an English spelling of that as well.
He's put Jack and then Lyn. Fantastic.
I'm pretty sure there is an English spelling that's either that or very close to that.
I'm not sure.
You know, there's an English spelling of Jeff.
Yeah. There is. Yeah, there is.
That's also hilariously different from the actual.
The Jeffrey and yes, that's true. But telling that she had a French name, you could, but whatever. We're going to K, and the capital of Nepal is Kathmandu. There's an H after the D as well. The first D. Dang it! What Kathmandu? What are we missing here? Kathmandu. That should be it. Put another H at the end, maybe? That should be it. It's just a matter of... Let's go. Let's keep going.
Kathmandu.
Is it Khad? And then Mandu? We'll check the spell later. Title of the German Emperor is a Kaiser. Mr. Abdul-Jabbar Kareem. Basketball player. One of the best. Double E instead of the I.
Fuck do I know. It's foreign.
God damn it. Hurricane that struck New Orleans. Katrina.
Okay, fair enough. I've heard of that.
Spit roasted meat of the Middle East. We both like it.
Oh, kebab?
Kebab. Biggest city on the Dnieper River. Kiev. Capital of the Ukraine. Makers of cornflakes. Is
Kellogg's. Yeah. It's Kellogg like that, right?
It's double L anyway. But.
It's double L, fair enough.
Rainbow Connection singer. Kermit. Like the frog. Kermit.
Wait, actually the frog or just like the
like
frog?
The frog. The Jungle Book author. What's his name? Kipling? Kipling?
What? ING. Yeah.
Another book about an orphan from that same author, Kim. Major desert in Southern Africa. Kalahari.
Kalahari?
Yeah. Mythical sea monster that looks like a giant squid.
That would be the Kraken.
Yes.
What's Kraken?
What's Kraken, boy? Militant Star Trek race. I believe I actually know this.
That's Klingon.
Yeah. Johnson was his vice president. Abraham Lincoln. Just kidding.
Do you know that's like the second most common last name in the United States?
Technically true, though. It's Kennedy. Fun fact, not so fun fact. We've mentioned Jacqueline Kennedy before, and fun fact, Lyndon Johnson was inaugurated as president on the plane to Kennedy's like funeral thingy burial stuff, with Jacqueline Kennedy present, still with her bloody clothes on.
Okay.
High-kicking friend of the Green Hornet. No idea.
Cato. I'm not sure how to spell that, though. How do you spell it?
ATO, maybe?
Fair enough.
Nintendo character who inhales his foes.
That's Kirby.
Ugandan warlord, subject of a 2012 viral video.
I've seen that.
Yeah, Joseph Kony.
Kony, yeah. Mm-hmm. Is it literally just this?
Why?
I make the mistake almost every single time I type
He punishes naughty children at Christmas.
That'd be Krampus. Right? The Christmas monster?
Yeah. Region of the Yukon or brand of ice cream bar. Klondike. With the I. JJ had to be offensive there. African American alternative to Christmas.
African American alternative?
Yeah. What's it called? Quasar? KWASZAA?
What's it?
KWAZAA something? Quamza? Ah, man. What do they call it again? Chess player defeated by Deep Blue is Garry Kasparov. Indian religious belief, to wit, what goes around comes around. Karma.
Alright, yeah, that's fair enough.
Dostoevsky, the brothers, Karamazov. Karamazov?
Fuck's sake, what's the spelling?
Come on, man. Karamazov. Probably. Yeah. The Beach Boys got there fast and then they took it slow. Was it Kokodo?
Like the...
Kokodo.
Oh! I thought... Kokodo?
Coco no? It was something like that.
Fuck's like...
Kokobo? What was it?
I don't know. What are we even talking about? How are we
messing this up so bad? I know all of them. I literally know every single word. It's Kathmandu, it's Quasar something, and it's Coco something. All three of those I know. I can't spell them, for fuck's sake. Kathmandu, Kwanzaa, Kokomo. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah, that actually makes sense. I'm not surprised by the spelling of Kathmandu now that I think about it.
Ah, man.
80%, my man. 80%.
Yeah, obviously, it's an easy answer. Damn. Why does this always happen? I mean, yeah. Oftentimes it's not even the spelling problem. I shouldn't say that. Most of the time it's actually just blanking on answers. But that was a terrible showing.
We have one more chance.
Yeah. Man, let's do L. Scottish word for lake.
That would be Loch.
Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov.
What the fuck?
It's Lenin, dude.
Why should I know that?
Everyone should know that. Shirt brand with a crocodile logo. It's Lacoste.
Yeah, I knew that. I mean, I would have.
Yeah, singular of lice.
Louse?
Louse. Certain zodiac symbols. So there's two.
Leo
and Libra.
Libra, right? Yeah.
U.S. state named after French king. JJ. Should I tell you who the king is?
I was about to say, I feel like the king is fucking me up here. There's probably not that many U.S. states that start with an L.
King is Louis.
Louisiana?
Yes. There's a lot of Louises.
Louisiana?
One N. So close. Mario's brother.
Luigi.
Yeah. Game of Thrones. For God's sakes, house that always pays its debts.
Targaryen?
It's a J. It's an L, you know?
Wait, oh no. What else? What other houses do we have? Why was the thing of it? L.
I've seen this as a meme on Reddit.
So it's not Stark. What do we have?
Lannister. I've never seen an episode of this show, but I've seen that on Reddit. Janet Jackson's sister, Latoya, I believe. Latoya. Latoya, yeah. Capital of Peru is Lima. Type of flower, yoga position, British sports, called Lotus. He saved Princess Zelda.
Oh, that's Link.
Scottish plane crash site of Pan Am 103. Lockerbie. Like Locker and then B-I-E.
B-I-E.
Yes. The 40 days before Easter is Lent. Brand of $100 yoga pants. What? AJ, you know that?
Why would I know that?
I don't know that either, man. Doc who helped rescue Timmy from the well. Lassie. God damn it. Author who invented Cthulhu.
Lovecraft.
You know that guy.
Yeah.
Canadian region paired with Newfoundland. Labrador. Like the dog.
There was literally an interesting fact about those at the bottom of the last quiz.
Yeah. Adam's first wife in Jewish legend.
That would be Lilith.
Yes. Woman from the Raven. Her name rhymes with Nevermore.
Was it Lenore?
It's Lenore.
I mean, I feel like you don't even need to know the actual poem to get this, but the fact that it rhymes with Nevermore and starts with an L.
Yep. Norse trickster god. No, wait. Egyptian city or Vegas casino first.
Egyptian city or...
Yes. Luxor.
Right. I've heard of that before.
Yeah. Norse trickster god is Loki. Fictional knight who presumably used his lance frequently. For God's sake.
I love bad puns.
I hate this quiz.
Lancelot. Wait, I probably spelled it too literally, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Lancelot. Fair enough. Really? There's no A in there? Okay.
No, it's Lancelot.
Fair enough.
Brand of $100 yoga pants. Why is there a question like that messing my shit up, dude?
Well, I mean,
see, I should have scored. We should have scored fully on the K quiz.
$100 for yoga pants, in my opinion, sounds very expensive.
That's very expensive.
Now think luxury clothing brand. I guess starts with an L.
Luxury clothing brand.
I mean, kind of. Would assume so. Maybe sportswear or something.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Dude.
Because sometimes you just have to kind of attack the questions from a different angle.
Yeah, I know. Luxury sports brands started with the L. I can think of maybe some, but spell no. Let's just see. Lululemon.
Oh, fuck's sake! I've never heard of that in my life.
Oh.
What?
What? More people do that than Lovecraft. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? More people knew Lululemon than knew Lovecraft.
And Lilith.
Okay, but that's and almost Lenore. Jesus Christ, what's with people?
So here's the thing, right?
Maybe you know what? Maybe we shouldn't shun at people. Maybe that's just educational gap in our brain.
I feel like the Lenore thing is one where people just like, oh, I've never heard of the Raven before. I've never actually heard the whole thing.
People should have heard of the Raven.
Like, I don't know this, but it's assume you've never heard it.
Just try typing.
Female name starts with an L.
That rhymes with Nevermore.
Rhymes with Nevermore.
Yeah, not that much. Not that much. Dang it! But 32 is
something and then you basically got it.
But 32 is still little. Like more people should know that. Locke, Louisiana, Lima, Luigi, most known ones. Lululemon. Why does that happen? So we didn't win a single one. We should have won K. We knew all the ones except for spelling effed us over.
So Lovecraft, the least known one.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Like, there is like.
That's surprising. Maybe we should have known Lululemon.
Like, maybe like 15 questions in that I would expect less people to know.
Wow.
You know?
I mean, not that many, but I expected Lovecraft to be in the Well, probably still the bottom third, but higher up for sure. I expected more people to know that than Lilith for sure. Also Lockerbie.
Lockerbie, never heard of it in my life.
Lululemon for sure. Probably also Loki and Luxor.
I feel like everything
and
that's...
Latoya, too.
I also kind of think that everything that's below Lannister is kind of disappointing by the fact that, you know... I mean, I get it, it's a cultural phenomenon right now, right?
Yeah.
But, like, fuck's sake, Link is less known than Lannister.
Well, yeah. I knew both.
Like,
but
Link is a gaming icon.
I knew both, but neither one from actually watching or playing the thing, just from having seen or heard of it, probably through a Reddit meme by accident. What disappoints me is that most people don't know Lennon's full name. Or, well, not enough people know Lennon's full name. 70%.
I mean, I didn't know that.
I mean, because you're a dirty capitalist.
Singular of lice.
Louse, yeah.
2/3.
Wow. That's also very weird.
1/3 of people did not know the singular of lice.
That's weird. That is
like,
weird.
What is... Next question. What's the singular of mice?
Mouse. It's mouse.
Extrapolate.
But maybe they don't even know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah.
What's the singular of dice? No, don't answer that one. That doesn't actually fit the pattern.
It's still dice.
It's die.
It's dice.
It's either. It can either be dice or die.
If you want to be,
die is a bit archaic.
If you want to be obnoxious, it's die. If you're a normal human being, it's just dice.
Both are still technically in the present day grammatically correct.
He says that because
die is slightly archaic.
He says that because he likes to use die for some reason. But
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a role player thing though. Like,
yeah.
People that play tabletop role playing games, I think, tend to do that more often than others.
Let's get into the fact of the week before we hit topic number 2. What is your fact of this present week, JJ?
My fact of the week actually relates to a game that the both of us play.
Hearthstone.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the only
What other
one.
game?
Like, besides stuff that we've played once for the channel, there's really nothing else. You know the quest Total Dominance?
Yeah.
You know what that quest has as a requirement to fulfilling it?
Win 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is it says, win 5 games in any play mode.
Any play mode. So you can do it in solo challenges?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's easy money.
I literally did not know that until I, quote-unquote, accidentally finished it when I was gonna play a quick, Delaware Heist run before starting to go on the ladder for the quest, and I just play the run and it's like, wait, why am I making quest progress?
Easy.
Oh, I got my gold. Huh.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, that works.
That's actually one of the easier quests then. Because you don't even have to be thinking about stuff. Alright, what kind of fact do you want? I have 3 written down here. Interesting random history fact, mind-blowing history fact, and kind of interesting sciencey fact.
I'll take the science fact.
Alright.
You knew I was going to say that, right?
A day on Mercury is longer than a year on Mercury.
That is interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Because we associate year with obviously being longer than a day, because that's how it works for Earth. Not for Mercury people. They experience more years than days.
Do you by any chance know how long either of those is in Earth units?
No.
I mean, fair enough.
That's all I know.
No, I mean the fact in and of itself is interesting enough.
Yeah.
Just
fun. So there you go.
There are some facts when I have oh yeah, this is an interesting thing, and then I'll look up some supplementary information to make it a bit more presentable. Exactly. But it's interesting enough on its own.
So that's what I found. So facts of the week right there. Let's get into the second topic. What do we have, JJ?
Well, as far as I understand, okay, so we talked about dating preferences a bit before we started this podcast, which gave you the idea, I believe, to attribute different traits that you consider positive and negative, combine them, and then I'm supposed to decide yes or no.
We got a hypothetical person here. It's basically, I think people call it make it or break it or something. We got a hypothetical person that is going to be assigned a good trait and a bad trait, generally speaking, right? So 2 traits, and we're going to be deciding on whether that's acceptable or not. Very simple, right?
I'm already gonna assume that at least one of those for me has either 2 bad or 2 good traits, but continue.
Okay, we'll see. So I tried to adjust those for you, right?
Okay, yeah.
So good or bad traits for you. Because the first one, for example, would be 2 bad traits for me, but for you is going to be a good and a bad trait. So the first trait is the hypothetical woman does not want any kids.
Yes.
which is in accordance to you. But she does not want any kids specifically because she is an anti-vaxxer. And she does not want her kids to have to get vaccines because she believes those to be poisonous and evil.
Okay, there's the thing...
Anti-vaxxers are crazy!
Yeah, exactly. What I was gonna say is that people with, how do I put this? Beliefs that go against, fact...
Yeah.
Tend to have other issues in the similar... Yeah.
But that's the only things that is known. And here's why it's interesting. First of all, there is the little bit of suspicion because crazy belief. But that specific thing isn't gonna matter because you're not gonna have kids. Anyway.
I mean, the other question is she herself vaccinated? If not, that's a threat.
She is adult and alive, so she is vaccinated.
Fair enough.
Jokes.
I still think that people that aren't rational in those regards tend strongly towards no.
So no.
I feel like irrationality has to be a deal breaker.
Fair enough. So for me, obviously no, because both are bad traits to me. So the next potential candidate is a millionaire, but a convinced flat earther.
That's also no.
That's a no?
Yeah, no. Again, have I mentioned the whole thing about how irrational people
have I mentioned the whole thing about $1 million reduce?
Well, I mean, that's not necessarily...
Give it a thought, man. There's $1 million there.
I feel like it's not the primary criteria.
There's money
when
on
you're
the
searching
line.
for a partner.
But there's money on the line. Who gives a shit about flat earthing, man?
Is she also by any chance 94 and terminally ill?
Probably not. No, man. We're assuming that other traits are correct, so it just comes out to us.
I'm just making the point about like if I'm literally just thinking
just
about
inheritance, yeah, no.
But no, I mean I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life with a crazy person just because I can get some money from that. That seems
crazy rich. Just saying. All right, JJ rocking the no. All right, the next person does not in any way, shape, or form care about fashion and will never spend your money on it. However,
that's a good thing.
She is 4'10".
That's pretty short.
It's pretty short.
I mean, that's one of those where that it really depends on other factors at that point. I mean, if otherwise everything is okay, then sure.
4'10".
It's I know it's very extreme,
bro. That's a foot difference.
And yeah, I was about to say like. I'm not sure how well this is documented. I'm just going to bring this up.
JJ is 3'10". Just kidding.
I'm 5'9", and my personal preference is that
to say that he's 5'10".
No. When it comes to women, I would prefer them to be close to me in height.
Yeah.
Either direction.
Yeah. So
that
will be still fine for you?
That is, of course, relatively extreme.
Yeah.
But I don't think that height is ever really, unless we're talking about like to a point where it's like a defect and like a disability or anything, like
4 feet or shorter.
I think that height is never a deal breaker really.
Okay.
And just adding,
I'm totally saying no, obviously.
And adding an extra upside there doesn't hurt, of course.
With the no fashion.
Yeah. Again, I'm not a huge into fashion myself.
Yeah.
And
to me, this is also
the money part there.
Yeah. The fashion thing is also a plus side for me because I don't care for it myself. I don't care for spending a lot of money on it. But the height is a no-no. 4'10", that's not all right. That's too little, literally. So yeah, I'm not.
I knew you were gonna say literally. Like the moment you said too little.
Makes sense. Oh, by the way, we're not trying to be condescending about anything we say here, right? This is not supposed to be putting anyone out. This is just personal preference.
This is literally about preference.
And if we'd say it,
although I still think that anti-vaxxers are crazy.
Yeah. That is not it's not personal preference that anti-vaxxers and flat earthers are insane. That's true. But other than that, even if we say it in a joking manner, it's just personal preference. So the next candidate is a professional at Hearthstone, D&D, and Magic the Gathering, but she's completely bald.
That first aspect already kind of low-key baffles me because that sounds like, I mean, besides the crazy schedule, that's You know, baldness is not necessarily an inherently attractive trait or anything, but if you have the head shape to pull it off, no, that's a thing. Like if you're bald, the shape of your head matters a lot more.
Okay,
than if you're not.
I guess it makes sense.
I mean, again, that's one of those things that I think that is maybe not a great trait, and definitely from terms of physical activity, definitely something that puts you in a lower category, generally speaking. But it's not necessarily something that is categorically a red flag.
Yeah.
I'm honestly more worried about her
schedule.
Yeah, her time schedule, man. She's a professional at 3 things, one of which you can't even be professional at. So there's that.
Crazy, yeah. But all games you like.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So, what's your verdict?
Yeah, sure.
For me, definitely no.
I mean, of course.
Probably just a no for the first part.
Exactly, right?
I wouldn't mind her playing a little bit of Hearthstone every now and again. That's cool. But, I mean, that's the whole life being dedicated to that.
Yeah, that's...
this stuff.
Again, I feel like the first one is in fact more worrying than the second one.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So, the next potential wife for JJ... it's like we're doing castings here. Crazy. It's like people walking in and out and JJ's doing the thumbs up, thumbs down thing.
Yeah, at the end of this podcast, you know if you can apply. Those 0.5% of our audience that are female.
Yeah, you know exactly what qualifications need to be brought. So, this potential unlucky female, her father owns a pizza store, which means that she has access to infinite free pizza for the rest of her life. And by extension,
that's not how the world works. But continue.
And by as much as you can eat, so free pizza as much as you can eat forever, as long as you're together with her at least. But she smokes.
No. That no. I have a thing about smoking.
Yeah, you do. You also have a thing about pizza in the opposite way.
Yes, but pizza is not. First of all, it's not that expensive to begin with. So you're talking about a minor financial benefit there.
You can have free food for the rest of your life.
And then there is the thing where you're hitting one of my red flags, and they're called that for a reason, because that's a no-no.
What if I added desserts and drinks to the pizza?
No!
And $1 million? Okay, no. That's too much. But, okay, you're just sticking with no?
No. Yes, I'm sticking with no. Fuck's sake.
All right, wow. I'm not so sure about this, man. I'll probably also say, don't know. Tough, because you can at least try and get her off of smoking. Eat some pizza while you're at it.
Yeah.
I think you can at least try, but long term, I would also not stay with a smoker. That's fair enough. Next person is very, very dedicated to a relationship, but in fact so dedicated.
No, clingy. Are you gonna say clingy?
That she gets the name JJ tattooed on her arms and her neck and everything.
Yeah, no, that's a no.
That's a no, right? I know. That's an absolute no. That's terrible.
Yeah, no. Obsessive is just not a good trait.
Yeah, tattoos are not a good trait. To me, personal preference. If you have a tattoo of a not that. You know what I was gonna say. That's bad for different reasons, but if you have tattoos.
Oh no, I know. No, that took me way too long. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
A certain form of religious symbol.
I was about to say Buddhist religious symbol. Yeah.
That a certain German dictator then. No.
He was Austrian, okay.
Yeah, but dictator of Germany.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, I'm not about that tattoo life. So, and then neither is JJ. Fair enough. The next person has perfect humor and shares your humor to a T. So, just perfect humor, but she's a former convict and a non-violent prison gang member.
Oh god. There's prison gangs in. Okay, I'm not gonna even ask that question.
Non-violent.
No, I was gonna say in women's prisons, but fair enough.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know how those are organized.
For sure.
I mean, I barely know anything about how other prisons are organized for.
Yeah. JJ hasn't spent too much time in prison yet.
That's factually correct the way you stated it. Yes. So wait, so she's still actively a member of a gang or something?
Yeah, but she's non-violent. Like she's still, she's still, kicking it with the gang, But she's not involved in like shootings and stuff all the time.
Not all the time.
She might have some gang symbols, you know.
I feel like that.
You might have some shady folk around your house, but every now and again. But, no big time crime going down.
I'm not a big fan of shady people. The
Perfect
whole
sense of humor.
The whole criminal history is not necessarily a problem, especially as you said. It's like,
also non-violent.
It's non-violent. It's that's in and of itself not worrying. The gang part is of course the worrying part there. Then there's the humor thing is definitely a nice upside. I feel like there's a lot of variables there where it depends, and I'm not just saying like, oh, the other traits of the person. I'm also saying like how the exact thing about the gang actually manifests in life depends a lot there. Like if I'm constantly having shady people around the house, that's a definite no. If I'm basically not even wouldn't even be aware of it unless she brought it up, then that's probably fine.
Okay, fair enough. Also, even if there's like a teardrop tattoo, even just for the style.
I was about to say, we all know what that means. Well, I know because you told me at some point.
Just some knuckle tattoo, some teardrop. Yeah.
Oh god, that's like the word.
And full prison slang too.
Like the whole face and hand tattoos, those are pretty bad. I'm not a fan.
Tough. I'm gonna also politely decline. Maybe not so politely.
You're gonna punch her in the face.
No, I'm also non-violent. I'm just gonna say no. And last but potentially also least, this potential woman shares almost all of your interests in terms of like hobbies and stuff, but she always perpetually dresses like a 50s casino guy. That means suit, that means bow tie, that means fedora.
See, I'm not that big on bow ties, but I think that's totally okay.
That's totally okay? All the time, man. Like, all the time. Beach. 50s casino guy.
That has some style.
Mountain climbing. 50s casino guy. Road tour. 50s casino
guy. I feel like all the time makes it funnier.
50s casino guy.
Yeah, no, I'm cool. I'm down.
You're good with that song?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm not so sure about this, man. I'm not. This is weird, man. The 50s casino. You know how these people look? They got weird clothing on. Always a bow tie, like the checkered shirt. Maybe like a vest. What if she also had a cigar in her mouth all the time? Though?
Well, you know how smoking is a no-no.
But just has a cigar in her mouth.
Not lit?
Maybe lit, but you know how cigars are, right? They're like very, very slow.
Nah. I'm not about that smoking.
Maybe just the end stub of a cigar, like some do. They're like
just for style points.
They're evil, you know, like the kind of mafia boss. Maybe she has slight ties to the mafia, but you're not sure about it. How's it looking then?
Oof. Which mafia?
Maybe she sometimes speaks Italian on the phone to someone you don't know.
Well, that's just extra motivation to learn Italian, really.
But what if it sounds like aggressive Italian?
Wait, there's not aggressive Italian?
No. It's doing like the hand gestures.
I was about to say, dude, you remember the joke about the prisoners of war?
Yeah. And you believe that she's talking about putting hits on people.
where they question the Italian guys for hours and hours and he doesn't give up any intel. And when they ask him after the fact, like, they didn't untie my hands.
Yeah. True. So you go with the whole thing? Casino dressing? 50s casino shark? Bow tie and all? Imagine like the door salesman from Fallout 4, but a little bit more dressed up with the bow tie. Also always a black suitcase.
Well, I mean, you know, better than a purse, really. I mean,
is that a fact? I mean, with that outfit, yeah, for sure.
I mean, granted, yes. If you're wearing casual clothes and carrying around a suitcase, probably looks weird.
Sounds weird, but I'm not so sure about any of these. Maybe next time or at some point we can do it the other way. So you write some down and I answer them. Or do you have any?
Not from the top of my head. Also, I don't necessarily want to go too in depth about the things I do know about your preferences.
I know what he's gonna be bringing up the whole time. By the way, so yeah, maybe we actually keep that off the air. I don't know. It's not. I'm just gonna say I'm most certainly not a racist when it comes to this. That's all I'm gonna say. So, I'm not a racist, neither is JJ. We don't condone racism. We are all for racists existing. So,
you know what the best excuse after proudly proclaiming that you're not a racist is?
I have a black friend.
Yeah.
And I do. I totally do. I have friends of several races. That is absolute fact. So,
yeah,
it's not wrong. Different countries, different races. I have all the friends. So, no, that's
you make it sound like you have friends.
A handful. A handful of acquaintances of different cultural backgrounds is what I call mine. So, we're gonna get out of here with the song of the week. And JJ, you want to give me yours first?
Yes, and this song actually, well, is slightly inspired by you deciding to bring up a band name for me to pick a song from, because I was very indecisive about my song of the week this week.
I told him to pick a song from the Bee Gees.
And I did.
And so he did. And what's the song?
I Started a Joke.
That's a good song.
That's a good song, yeah.
It's a song. See, that's a nice mix it up from all the Volbeat.
I believe that's one of the Bee Gees songs we have not yet had as a song of the week.
Yep.
And, I'm not about to pick the single most stereotypical Bee Gees song out there.
Just Staying Alive.
Yeah.
It's still decent, but it's, man.
I would assume that out of the ones that we have in our respective music list is probably the worst.
Staying Alive?
Yes.
I'm not so sure. We could check that later on, but I'm not sure.
I mean, what is there? There is Words, there is I Started a Joke, Massachusetts, New York Mining Disaster,
Night Fever. Missing One, right?
And yes.
How Deep Is Your Love?
Yeah, I think all of those are better than Staying Alive.
Oh man, I can't rank that on the spot. It's tough.
Hey, dear viewer, there's 6 songs there that are better than Staying Alive. Pick one.
I'm not so sure. I'll have a look at that. I can't rank that right now. My song of the week, kind of a little bit mentioned on the side, is Bismarck by Sabaton.
Yes.
That's a good song.
I have alluded to the new Sabaton album.
It is in fact not about the guy, Bismarck.
But the boat.
It's more of a ship than a boat.
Yes.
A big ship, actually, a warship.
Yes.
A battleship, one might call it. And it's...
I like calling large ships boats.
Boats, though. Yeah, like canoes. It's a
rowboat,
It's a war canoe. Obviously. So, no, that's my song of the week, and it's pretty good. You should go listen to it. It's from the new Sabaton album, The Great War. And it's one of the pre-released songs that's already on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the music video is pretty good. They're on a boat, rocking
yes.
some music, and it's pretty damn epic.
The song starts like a minute in.
There's other videos where it starts immediately.
Okay, yeah, but the one of the official...
I do recommend the full music video experience because it's pretty cool. So, thank you for watching the Trash Talk Podcast number 104. 2 full years on YouTube. Thank you for everyone supporting in all earnestly, like 2 seconds of seriousness. Appreciate all that stuff. Appreciate our Discord server. Those are like the hardcore dudes. Our absolute favorite people in the world for sure. And if you're not a member, you can go do that, by the way. It's free. No qualifications needed. Just hop on in there. Link is in the description, and join our community and have some fun. Talk some trash and maybe some Hearthstone if you're a Hearthstone guy. So thank you for listening to this. We'll see you next time in 105. And we're going to be having Sergey again on, by the way.
Yeah, because we finished Life is Strange now. Yep. Well, the original Life is Strange.
Yes, we're going to be finishing Life is Strange, his playthrough, in the upcoming days. And then next week in the podcast, we'll have him there to talk about his experiences with the game. Which, the series you can go watch, by the way. It's uploaded right at the moment. Life is Strange, the original series with Sergey.
Yeah, the first 4 episodes are up right now, Russian and the edition. 5th episode is gonna release on Thursday.
Yes, he is Russian. He's gonna be a guest on the podcast. And if you want to know him, he's been on 100. This is where we introduced the podcast number 100, which you can also go check out if you want to know who that guy is that we're talking about. But for now, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. JJ.
That's it.
That's it.